When an atomic bomb explodes, you will know when it comes. We hope it never comes, but you must be ready. Miss Moon knows a bomb could come any time of the year, day or night. Miss Moon is having fun talking with her friends when they hear the sirens. Quick, duck and cover! That a girl, Miss Moon. She knew what to do. If you are not ready and do not know what to do, it could hurt you. It could knock you down hard or throw you against a tree or a wall. But if you duck and cover like Miss Moon, you will be much safer. Be sure and remember what Miss Moon just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. Now tell me right now out loud, what are you supposed to do when you hear the sirens?
He ducked and covered, ducked and covered. He did what we all must learn to do. You and you and you and you duck and cover.
In 1949, the Soviets tested their own atomic bomb, and the Cold War nuclear arms race was on. Americans were adjusting to a new reality of living with the constant threat of nuclear war. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in an arms race where both countries were building more and more weapons to get the upper hand on their enemy. An arms race occurs when two or more countries increase the size and quality of military resources to gain military and political superiority over one another. The Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union is perhaps the largest and most expensive arms race in history. Because if one side had a rocket, the other had to get itself an even bigger rocket. American school children had to practice. Quick, duck and cover! American school children practiced drills, in which they were taught to crouch under their desk in case of nuclear attack. Some families built underground bomb shelters in their backyard. In 1953, Dwight D. Eisenhower became president, and he gave guidelines for dealing with the Soviets. He promised massive retaliation. This stipulates that any attack would be answered with a force large enough to ensure complete destruction. This strategy worked as long as the United States remained superior when it came to nuclear weapons. So in 1950, President Truman approved work on a hydrogen bomb, a weapon far more powerful than the atomic bombs used in World War II. In 1952, scientists tested the first hydrogen bomb in the southern Pacific Ocean. The entire island on which the bomb exploded vaporized. But America's lead did not last long. The Soviets tested their first hydrogen bomb in 1953. Between 1945 and 1991, the US and Soviet Union built over 100,000 nuclear weapons. It is estimated that by 1961, there were enough nuclear bombs built to completely destroy the world. Are you nervous? 'Cause I'm a little nervous. When the Soviet Union launched its first satellite in 1957, a wave of fear spread across the US, where the public became terrified they could be annihilated from space. Sputnik was the world's first artificial satellite into space. Americans panicked that if the Soviets could launch a satellite, they could launch missiles. President Eisenhower sought to calm a panicked America by entering a space race with the Soviets. He ordered the military to develop spacecraft and land-based defenses against a Soviet satellite attack. To create future rocket scientists, the administration made science and engineering a priority in all levels of education. Soon after, the Americans responded by launching their own satellite. And later that year, the U.S. government established the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, to conduct space research. Americans were willing to go to the brink of war to oppose communism. One of the major realities of the Cold War was the term mutual assured destruction, or MAD.
This meant that both countries could destroy the other country if they were attacked. It wouldn't matter who fired first or how successful the first strike was. The other side would still retaliate and destroy the country that attacked them first. For this reason, neither side ever used nuclear weapons. The cost would have been too high. The world would come very close several times throughout the Cold War, so close that we are lucky to be here now, because the doomsday clock did not strike 12.
Deedle-dum-dum, deedle-dum-dum, deedle-dum-dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered.
He did what we all must learn to do.
You
and you
and you
and you